Hello, this is Jenny Clark with Solvability, and today I want to tell you about a call I had the other day with my friend Mitch. He's one of my clients, but we talk all the time, and I always just like to be able to say, hey, Mitch, let's don't worry about that. Remember, we took care of it. Take him through those steps, talk him out of the ceiling. So today's session about what's up with Mitch, here's the question he asked me. How much will our rates go down when we win this contract? Well, really, that's a great question because we know that when we've won a contract, that's going to have an impact on our rates. They don't necessarily go all the way down, but they can also free up some money so you can spend it and invest it in your company and invest for growth. So here are the kind of questions that Mitch is really asking. How do we know that the rates we bid for overhead and G&A will cover all our costs? He's always asking that because he knows that when he bid work, he sometimes doesn't receive that work for 6 to 18 months out. His company has changed a lot in that interim, and he wants to make sure, hey, are we still covered? Did we bid enough? Are our rates in line with what we were bidding? Second question is, are we sure that what we forecasted for the option years is something we can meet? It's crazy that you have to estimate your projected indirect rates for 2, 3, 4, 5, even 10 years out. As a small business, that's a really hard game to play. You're asked to lock that in, and when you do, that's all the money that you get allocated in order to perform that work. So something goes up, something goes down, it's going to affect your profitability significantly. So I remind Mitch, when we set up the indirect rate model, the solvability RPM or rate and pricing model, we took a look at what we expected it to be in the future years. But if you'll remember, Mitch, we all agreed that there's no such thing as a crystal ball. And what we really need to do is take a best conservative practice of what we think they're going to be. And the most likely is that they'll be pretty close to what they were for 2017, 2018, 2019. And our goal as a company is to keep it on that track to manage to those bid rates and keep a budget and forecast to it so that we know exactly where we are, because that's the only way you can count on the profitability. His last question is, once the contracts get started, when can we bring on a new business developer or a new recruiter? It could be any type of indirect position, knowing that we need to keep investing in our infrastructure in order to keep growing. How do we help Mitch make those decisions? For Mitch, the answer was, let's wait until we get the contract started and get it started billing and we get started receiving those payments. Because as you know, we're going to start it in September. You'll have to cover payroll for the entire month of October before you can bill. And even then, when you submit it, maybe it'll come in by the end of November. And that's assuming there's no problem getting that initial invoice approved, because we never really know. The killer is sometimes you'll start a brand new contract and what was in the RFP, what you thought you were responding to, the person that's administering that contract has no idea what was in there. And they say, if you want to make me happy, if you want to make sure that I can approve your invoices, here's what I need. You got to be ready for that. But Mitch is always, Jenny, I just want it all to work. I don't need to know all the details. I just need to know it's set up correctly and we're ready to go and we're good to go. Mitch is unstoppable. Are you unstoppable? You know where you want to go. Solvability can help you get there with cost and pricing intelligence you need to accelerate and scale your business. Most of our clients get started with a free wrap rate calculator that's right on our website. But if you really need something urgently, hey, send me a text. My cell phone number is area code 256-882-6276, and let's set up a call.